all pro in these.
I can guard you and run through it.
You good about that?
Not anymore.
Fellas looking for a quarterback?
Let's go!
Billy needs cleats.
You're right, Billy. These do bring out max.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
Dix is the GOAT.
What's up, everyone? We're here casting D10 for you today. Strap in, we got a BO3 ahead of us.
Yeah, get your food, get your drinks, settle in. Could be a long one here. Should be good.
We're just waiting on everyone to get in the room currently. I guess we'll go over the standings here real quick. So we got Bowl in the finals, and we got LF and VN playing for that last final spot. Standings overall are pretty close, unfortunately, I heard from an outside source that it seems that Dun X, LN's highest GP average player, is unfortunately sitting out for this match, which is unfortunate. But we'll see if LN can conjure up at least a couple wins here, see if they can ultimately pull it out the dub.
Yeah, the scheduling issues have been the story of this division for most of the season, as with a lot of the divisions, it seems. So that's why this semis match is so late, and that's why LN unfortunately doesn't have their main LU. But it should still be very competitive regardless. The whole div was pretty even, honestly. And it's really any given Sunday with D10. It's very volatile.
Yeah. So looking at the results from the regular season here, I would have them up here on my side monitor. It looks like that both matches between the teams are really close, with LN taking one with a bonus point over VF, and then the other one, VF took a probably like a 70-80 point win over LN. So I'm thinking these matches could probably go either way.
Yeah. Yeah, VF started the season very dominant and then faltered a little bit down the stretch. I would say they looked very untouchable at the beginning of the season, and then there were some teams that were able to expose their weaknesses a little bit.
If we want to take a look at VF's lineup real quick, um, so we have, I believe this was their main lineup that they ran majority of the season. I know they switched out Lunarix and EXO a couple times for Kino at one point, but otherwise I believe this was their main lineup, with I believe Evan bagged most of those matches too.
Yeah, and then we can flip it to the other side and look at who LN's going to be running for this best of 3. So they're running Fricks, Sneaky, Maddie, and Rambo, and then they have Squirrel bagging. So a lot of strong retro rewind mains on here, and they've performed pretty well this season, I would say.
No,
Unfortunately,
absolutely. For them
yeah.
being their first season, joining up with Grand Star Cup, they have absolutely performed very well. And props to them for fitting in quite well in D10, and making semis on their first try. So, I guess we'll go with predictions. D-Bergy, what do you think the match is going to go? Ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be tight. You might see a lot of big swings in these matches back and forth if you have some kind of, mistakes coming out of runners or communication that can tend to happen in the lower divs.
As we take
I,
as we
I
take a
would
look
give.
real quick, sorry to interrupt. Just
Oh yeah, you're
the
good.
Fricks setup. This is Fricks for LN's setup, where he's playing out. That looks like outside, I believe. So props to him for making it work.
Yeah,
That's
I would
definitely
say
a funny looking setup.
it kind of looks like if you built a fallout shelter just without a roof. Um, but it's the level of dedication you love to see for these D10 playoffs.
Absolutely. All right, I'm sorry to interrupt. You can continue with your prediction.
Yeah, I would say I'd give the slight edge to VF mostly because them having their main lineup and they do play a lot together. But I don't want to completely count out LN. Obviously, we'll see how this kind of plays out down the stretch. But I would give the slight edge to VF.
I will also have VF winning. I think I honestly couldn't say whether it'll go to a match 3. I think all matches will be very close, but I think VF will take it either 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, I mean D10 can be very entertaining, sometimes in kind of a sick way to people. So I hope we get as much Mario Kart as we can out of this.
No, absolutely. I'm honestly rooting it for it to go 2-1 and for it to go to distance. I'm here for it. So, as we're
Looks like
getting
we
set
got
up here,
10 in the room.
yeah, we're just waiting for them to start up, and we'll be on our way. And so strap in, everyone. We're in for a good one here, that's for sure. So,
Yep. We have a couple POVs from VF. I don't believe we have anything from the LN side. So we'll do our best to kind of try to figure out what's going on, from their end of things, even without having any POVs.
yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out, one way or another. But bear with us. We will be working with what we have here. As the last player joins the room here. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's the last player. There we go. Squirrels in. Looks like we got 10 in. Just waiting on confirmations from each team, and we should be good to go. As it seems like we're waiting just a couple minutes for everyone to be ready.
Yeah, D10 rep chat. Maddie said he's just trying to finish up eating his food real quick. So, you gotta be powered up for the match, I guess.
Of course, gotta get your fuel in. Let's see.
Now, anybody who has scrimmed against VF knows that this is actually on the quicker side for room joining. So, it could be a lot worse, guys. Just remember that.
Could always be a lot worse. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's looking like either way, but by both teams, whoever makes it out of this, Bowl will have a tough match coming out of this. So hopefully, hopefully both teams or whoever makes finals is able to get their main lineup for finals. As I know, the struggles for D10 scheduling has been based around just people wanting to really have their main lineup and not being able to get their main lineup. So hopefully the issues
Yeah.
don't arise for finals, depending on when they happen.
Yeah, it's that and just those pesky time zones, with a couple teams in Europe. Obviously Bowl is heavily Finnish, and then a couple American teams as well. So
As we're getting started here, good luck to both teams, and yeah, let's strap in for a good one.
I imagine we'll see the normal kind of track picks you see at the beginning of Wars, but let's see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Got
DDR and
coming
KC, yeah, pretty basic picks here for odds and evens from both teams.
Yeah, I feel like I don't see Casey a ton at the beginning of Wars, but seems like a pretty neutral track.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm interested to see what the reasoning is to have KC be picked first for your evens, but guess we'll find out as DDR gets picked. I guess
Yeah.
KC we'll see later.
Alright. I'm just going wide. I'm not. Just gonna try to get a
Getting
box.
started here.
Yep.
Um,
JMO going for Sandhop
I have triple shrooms.
makes it
Makes
clean,
it.
so that's good to see.
as he stays one, it's looking like VF is top 3 coming out of JMO Sandhop.
Yep.
As we switch POVs here. Looks like LN has a. Is that LN? That LN has a TC4. Not very
Yeah.
good start for LN.
Yeah, that's a rough start DDR race. And Luna with the Sherman 3 as well is just gonna extend their top 3 a little bit. See if anybody's taking Ultra.
As baggers are coming back, it's looking like Squirrel's in 10 here. Hopefully he gets shot because of JMO failing POW dodge in first here. So, looking like a VF top 3 still.
Yeah, I mean a pretty close pack regardless. So it definitely.
I'm up. Oh wow, what a
LN's still in
bomb!
it.
VF still top 2 out of it.
He probably has. I pulled Logan.
It's looking like LN has the shock here as Squirrel is driving backwards in 10. And he is not taking reverse ultra. It's looking like he has. And the blue for VF as well.
Yep. Gonna
Very
bring it
good
back a little
comeback
bit.
for LN.
Yeah, very fortunate blue pull there. It was very necessary.
Yep, I'm going around.
Okay.
Looking like they're top 4.
Yeah, if LN wants to salvage this, they're gonna have to make some sort of play. As we see
Shock coming
Shock
out.
come out. See anybody dodge up? It doesn't look like a lot coming out of that shock.
Looking like a.
And a top 3,
4.
top 4 even. Yeah.
It's looking like a top 4
Wow.
for VF. Wow, what a start.
Yeah, that was just a clinic on just, how important it is to get up to the front, especially in, these low
Absolutely.
div wars. If you can just get up there and not make too many driving mistakes, it tends to benefit you a lot. Because you see, even with the shock there, not much could be gained.
Well, I'm not entirely sure I saw much of anyone dodge from LN's side. Maybe like one dodger, but on the map I couldn't see if anyone else dodged, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah, which is a little surprising considering it seemed like they had shock for a while, but we can't know for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, not a good start if you're an LN fan, but still a long, long, long war to go. It's only race 1, so anything can really happen.
Yeah, they'll definitely be putting this one on the fridge if they win, but you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves, obviously. It's one race.
Yep.
So
As we
we'll
get
have to
into the next
see.
race here.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Ellen tries to counterpick too. Looks like VF wants to go BCWii, and we got the
Gardens
classic
coming out.
Gardens. Yep.
And Gardens does get picked. It's very fortunate for LN. I would have been a struggle if BCWii was picked, so
Yeah.
good for LN.
Yeah. So I'd expect to see at least probably one member of VF, maybe two, kind of slowing here, trying to contest a box in 8th, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's
Yeah,
Lunar
that's
X
what you say.
contesting box
Yep.
8.
Oh, okay, no box.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So I think Ellen.
It
gets
looks like
box
no
in bottom
runner
two.
pulled Bill. As the baggers are moving from last set. Oh,
Okay,
unfortunate
yeah.
chain chomp hit there.
No, that's
Um,
probably that's tactical for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
QM minute.
So it's looking like it's
That's him.
top 2,
Yeah,
bottom
that's
2
right.
for
Alright.
VF.
Inside,
It's
inside.
looking like shrooms and bottom spots.
Which, I mean, it's not the worst place to be in on Gardens, and it's still very early.
I have.
Top 2-4.
Looking like
I have.
Evans here in Bagger. Oh, they have shock. So VF has shock intense. So they may be using an early one.
So for now, I guess.
Ooh. Shelled in the
Unfortunate
cut.
green
That's
hit.
tough.
We're bottom
Yeah.
2.
So VF officially has here. So I'm wondering to see whether they'll just hold since they're top 2, or they're gonna begin to rip it.
Yeah, I
as
mean, they're
baggers
gonna have
they
to
look
see if
close.
they're gonna have to see if these runners in bottom 2 can pull anything useful. Otherwise, they're falling kind of far behind.
Yeah, it's looking like. Oh, it looked like Evan hit the chain chomp possibly, as they're both going backwards now. They may have lost.
Top 7 is not super helpful if they have shrooms in top spots. They just have to hold.
It looks like he's just holding POW 7 here. Liz Squirrel, I believe, touched a box in 10, so it may have maybe that LN has shock.
Yeah, we have JMO starring up and no shock, so can't really get a great idea of what's happening at the front. Both of our POVs in the back here.
No
Seems like
worries.
Ellen has all the
there.
mid spots.
Right box. Oh, sure. Go me.
Minus of their last turn.
Looks
And
like
it
LN
looks
are
like
getting
Ellen
at least
2,
2, 3.
3. Yeah.
They're still there.
Looks like VF did get 1 though.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So might be slightly winning for LN. We'll have to see when the results come up here.
They basically didn't even nowhere near canceling that first race. So good shit, guys. Good shit. No, I think I got top 2.
as we take a look here, it was unfortunate that I wonder what would have happened had Evan kept shock there. It looked like he ran into the chain chomp lap 2.
Also, guys.
Okay.
So-
145 from VF.
It's a winning race for them. So,
Nobody's
but I mean, you are negating some of the damage here with a 235. It's not that
I
bad.
was kind of tunnel visioned.
It's all good.
Hopefully we get another
More aware of what our teammates
I mean,
are
I'll-
LN track pick here for them. They probably wouldn't want a runner here,
Probably
as it's looking like VF are gonna go for TF here
They have-
for one.
well,
What they get?
have
1,
Maddie.
4.
145. I
Five.
mean,
How to drive
I
it.
feel like this would be classic RBC.
Oh, never mind. I
Yeah.
had the call and they said TF and then they went RBC. They bamboozled me. So they are in fact going RBC, and it looks like LN is going KC, which is not the worst pick. It's a very good reset track. I've been taught in wars that if you don't really know what track you're going, just go KC.
Oh,
As
I
it looks
DC.
like there's a DC from VF, unfortunately.
Ah,
They may be
okay.
calling a reset here.
I called it.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I called it.
But obviously, 4v5 is never a good spot to be in, so.
Looks like they got the reset off in time, so it looks like we'll be using a VF
Just try
reset
to
here
play it out,
They should've-
as we wait for
I don't want it. I don't want them to like try to count.
Oh, it looks like we'll be playing this race out. Never mind.
I'm gonna lose.
Interesting.
No. I take it back.
Yeah, I mean, they called the
Looks
reset,
like LN
but
top 2.
They're
yeah. I don't know how many glitch takers we
six.
have, in this room, how many people are confident. I mean, mostly all funkies too, so maybe a little bit less likely.
As we use POW
We got
here.
a POW coming out, it's
Oh, and a blue, early blue.
kind of
Wow.
blue, yeah.
JMO hitting the wall. VF top 3 still.
they're
Yeah, early blue is nice for them. Try to get into top spots. You got the alt lines coming out.
As it, daggers are coming back, it
No.
looks like Squirrel is in 9, but it looks like VF or Evan may have the shock.
I could change that.
Can't entirely tell.
I'm dropping Fed.
Ooh, that's kind of a rough POW. For JMO at least, yeah. Okay, so Frick's taking over first.
Never mind, it is shockless for now.
I pulled it CC.
Ooh,
LN are
TC4.
I have.
1-3. VF.
Yeah,
Oh, Evan
LN
has.
LN is in a pretty good seat if JMO gets hit by this. Oh, he passes it. I don't know who he passed that to.
We have though. We have.
Maybe it was
Yeah,
random.
yeah.
Oh, okay, we have.
It's looking like VF does have
I guess
shock.
there's one here.
Yeah, and we'll
Looking
see
like
if they're holding any
they're planning-
dodges.
Oh, that is.
Shock coming out to TS first.
That's an
Yeah, what?
interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting play. I mean, probably not super expected by LN.
I'll try to grab a star at some point.
There's a blue.
134, there's a blue out. JMO read it as well. This is looking good for LN.
Dude, oh my god, Ferris.
I'm right.
They're one still.
Oh, he pulled the CC.
LN top
Ooh,
2.
and a
Oh, it's
TC.
unfortunate. TC and
Yeah,
red.
Fed back. Tight.
still holding on to one.
Trilling.
Drop me a star
Or no, exit. Okay, they're top 2.
Star wide, star wide,
VF
star
top
wide.
2.
Star wide, star wide.
Don't get that.
Star wide. Maybe a last second shock coming out from Squirrel or Evan. We'll see here, but I doubt it.
Tight last turn. 3 of them.
I mean, if Evan has it, I doubt they're using.
Top 3.
This is gonna be a good race for
Top three
VF.
Yeah, top 3.
Yeah, even down a player,
Let's
which
go.
is huge for them, honestly, and especially for
Very
their
huge.
confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's looking like we'll get a reset after this. VF will probably claim spots, so they'll start top 3.
Yeah, they said they're claiming. The one thing I was wondering is that blue at the beginning of lap 3. I don't know whose that was because I don't know who was in 1, and based on VF call, it sounded like it wasn't their blue.
It looked
So-
like well, VF got blued. It looked like it was thrown from an LN member, but then again I couldn't really tell.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine. We got top three.
It definitely came from the mid pack, like 5th, 6th, or 7th. So
Yeah, I mean, right away it was kind of hard to see how much that shock benefited VF, but I think in the end it really turned out to be a good spot for them.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Okay, good. Yeah, we got really good.
So
Send pick and bots.
Okay, hold on.
yeah, looking like we'll get a reset here as we wait up for them to
Top 7, 8. Top 7.
No, we're resetting now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
wait for them to
Why would it be top 3?
disc out and ultimately close the room.
4 runners, not 5.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Yeah, stop you 8 and 9.
reopening.
As
Yes,
JMO
close the room.
should be closing the room soon. There he goes. He wheezed off. So not the most efficient way to close the room. Oh, never mind. He unplugged his router. Never mind. I take it back.
Well, we'll have a short little intermission here if you gotta get up, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs. I know it hasn't been very long, but this is the reality of D10.
But yeah, very good start for if you're a VF fan. Top 4, and then another winning race, and then another top 3, even with one DC here. So looks like they're
Yeah.
pulling away.
I mean,
Hopefully
on the
they.
two, yeah, on the two running
As-
tracks, I would say it's just been a matter of their frontal presence, and
Absolutely.
you know, shocks either them not Ellen not having them or not being able to benefit from them. So we're gonna have to see a little bit more from Ellen on just kind of holding top spots if they want to be able to contest against VF.
Absolutely. Looking like it's gonna be starting out with a top 3-8 position for as they continue joining the room for VF. What are you? I guess what we're looking for from LN is a luck track coming here. Then ultimately they just really it seemed as though VF were commanding the top spots in the running tracks, and even Gardens they were commanding the top spots. So if you're LN, you're really looking to try and contest the top 2, top 3 spots. That way
Yeah.
you'll have frontal presence because it looks like they were struggling to do that during the beginning of the first couple races there.
Yeah, and Ellen, I mean, they definitely have the potential to be able to like perform well on these running tracks, but it is difficult if, you know, your opponent's always starting in top 3. It can be hard to break out of that.
Absolutely. So, as we have 8 in the room currently.
Yeah, it should be faster joining because it's not, you know, every other.
Yeah, hopefully. As we see some of the VF members talking in the chat, it seems as though they are listening in. Instead of getting ready for the next race. Looking like we have 9 in, just waiting on Squirrel to join the room.
I guess the other thing I would say that Ellen just has to kind of, you know, keep in mind is like just keeping a good mentality, you know, understanding this is kind of more of a marathon than a sprint, really, and you can't get too discouraged by one race because, you know, there's still so much time left for them to turn it around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a long war to go. Still got 9 races left, and then also just another complete match. So having that mentality does help, absolutely. It looks like we'll be getting started here shortly. So, looking like it'll probably be a very frontal heavy track here from VF. Very curious to see what LN picks for 4, 5, 6, 7 here.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been in scenarios before where it's like, you know, you keep losing races, you keep getting your track picks and they don't work, and then eventually you kind of run out of options with track picks. Now, they're obviously not in that scenario yet. You know, they've only played Gardens so far, but, you know, there's a handful of solid resets, and then after that, it kind of tapers off a little bit.
Absolutely. As we see, VF's pick is looking like it's going to be Rainbow Road. Very frontal heavy track, and looking like a gorge pick from from LN.
Yeah, Gorge is interesting to kind of see come out this early, I feel like, as kind of a reset track. I know it's pretty polarizing, like, it can be good to reset, but it's also just, so item reliant, that it can
Absolutely.
be. And for bagging, sometimes it's tough to get shocks.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. So
And they
looking
do
like
get-
Gorge. It's good
Yeah,
for
they
LN.
do come through. Yep. And the nice thing about this for map reading is it's very easy to see what's happening with the baggers and who may or may not have.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting started here. Looking like LN will get the box 8 here. As JMO's calmly running in first. He gets, oh wow,
Jamo
2
backs
backs
two
on
of them
LN.
with 1 green. Wow.
Wow,
Buy one, get one.
absolutely.
We got Luna in mid pack with a mega, so it's a pretty good start for VF, I would say.
Absolutely. They have top 2-4, it looks like. And the bagger battle looks pretty even as they're coming back for that first box 10. Looking
Yeah.
like Squirrel edges it out. And Evan falling off. Wow, LN gets free box 10. They may have pulled there.
Yeah,
Which would be
'cause I mean,
huge.
a good start for VF, but things can turn around here so quickly, depending on what LN might be able to pull and if they can get shock.
And it looks like Squirrel in fact has it. Did not see him fall off.
Yeah.
So it looks like he does in fact have. But it's unfortunate because one of the LN members is extremely far behind.
I mean, other tracks that are longer, maybe you would try to use an early one. If you could get another one, try to, save that player a little bit. But on this one, you might have to cut your losses with a player in the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top
VF top
spots are so
4
much more valuable.
is looking very, very, very bad for LN here.
I mean, if they can TS a couple of VF members, they could still salvage this. But okay, blew out.
That can
And a
help, but
shock.
it looks like a lot of the runners. It looks like only one LN member is up there.
TS maybe a couple of them.
Yeah, but it looks
We'll
like
have to
VF are
see.
still top 4
Wow.
even after that shock.
I honestly have to say I'm quite surprised that it's been this lopsided through one GP.
Yeah, absolutely. Look like another VF top 4.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, I feel like we'd have a little more insight to like what might be going wrong for LN if we had like a, one POV from them. So it's just kind of tough to know, see VF running and you're like, expecting LN to come up at a certain point, especially with such a big cut at the end of the lap, and it just never happens.
Yeah, another top 4 for VF. Extending their lead, unfortunately, for LN. If you're LN, you're looking to pick another reset, unfortunately, and then get up there, because VF top 4, if they get their pick of, I believe, Rainbow Road, then it'll be very, very difficult to break up those top spots.
Yeah, when you're in this position, you can't, like, you're down this much, you can't focus too heavy on making up all the points in one race because you obviously can't do that. You need to just try to win each race one at a time, even if it's not winning by a lot, because you got to stop the bleeding somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. As we look, they're down 80 currently. So they're gonna have to start coming back and getting winning races very, very soon if they want to make a comeback for this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, looking like a Rainbow Road pick for VF, but luckily LN gets another track pick. Hopefully they'll be able to get up there.
Okay. Grumble is also decent for them in these spots. They can get some shrooms and maybe make something happen.
Absolutely.
See if anybody's sitting here.
Looking like one person from
maybe
VF
one.
stat. Yeah.
Yeah. As JMO connects a back green. Pretty solid.
JMO, look, it honestly gets redded
And
out.
he gets hit out. Yep. but that's still fine, honestly. If he can get his, 2 runners broken a little bit up there, that's good.
Absolutely, as we see a couple runners taking respawn and a couple taking rock. Very mixed spots throughout the pack here, as it looks like LN's 1, but VF are 2-3.
And JMO
2-3,
makes rock
4,
to
excuse
the
me.
back, so now they're 2-3-4.
As one of them's getting redded out, they're 2-3-4-5 currently. As one of the baggers, it looks like it's shockless here, as one bagger's fallen off with Bill. Oh, it looks
Yeah,
like one
going
bagger's going
forward.
forward. So
Yeah, we'll have to see who that is.
looks like it's
Looks
Evan.
like, okay, yeah, and there's
Shock's
a
coming out for
shock.
VF. He's getting them in respawn.
Yeah, that's gonna put Ellen in a very tough position here. I mean, they gotta hope they can pull one late and save something.
Well, the good news for LN is there's still 1, and then also the fact that Swirl is currently 10. Evan's struggling to get back.
Yeah, well, I
Swirl
mean,
makes
after
the
he
strat as
after he
well.
went forward, I think he probably wasn't gonna be contesting a second shock.
As it looks like this will be shockless unless Evan pulls a
We
9.
had a POW coming out, so
So you get an ad on JMO's POV.
switching over to Luna in a Mega, which, I mean, would maybe prevent an opponent shock. Passing a bunch of people in respawn and getting a golden. It's very fortunate. So we'll
Looks
see
like
what
a
the
2, 3,
spots
4,
ended up
5,
there. Yeah.
At least for a VF. Maybe even better, depending on who got first.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of LN coming out of respawn, but just too far behind for it to really matter.
As LN did get 1, that does stop the bleeding a little bit, but another winning race for VF as they're pulling away even further.
Yeah, it's disappointing if you're LN because, you have a guy up there in 1, and it's not the most, reliable track to run, obviously, but he's still able to keep his 1, and none of your players in the back are able to, push into any mid spots or anything.
As we check in EXO 60 GP1, didn't even realize that at first, but good for EXO. And yeah, it's definitely just VF pulling further and further away.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, it's just imperative that LN get up there, as Sneaky. I believe that was Sneaky in first.
Yeah.
Who was able to run pretty freely in first, even with the VF shock. So it's pretty imperative, whatever they pick here, as it looks like it'll be MC3, that they just get up there, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, if they want any chance of making this first match close, they gotta first win 1, get that first domino to fall, and then try to build off of that. It's a game of momentum. There's a lot of swings.
As we see, there's another DC as well.
Classic.
Unfortunately. So I'm not entirely sure. I didn't see who DC'd, but I guess we'll find out, as they may be playing this out. We'll see.
Brick's called reset, so it might have been an LN member.
Looks like they're resetting, so VF claiming 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we're going to be switching hosts here, as LN will be hosting. D10 things.
Yeah, I mean, you're bound to get at least 1, but 2 is unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, it's good that LN, hopefully they use this time to get a mental reset. And maybe they're able to conjure up something in the next race.
Yeah. I mean, I almost think, and it's, we're 5 races in, they could still win this first match, like, definitely, if big things change. But you almost have to have the bigger picture in mind of, like, even trying to get some winning races just to get your mentality back and reset so you can maybe win the second match.
Absolutely. As we are getting everyone back in the room, it looks like we have 1 reset used from VF, 1 reset used from LN. Both teams still having 1 reset. and there are, I believe, 7 races left. So still
Yeah,
a
that's
long way to
correct.
go, even in this match. Um, so the hope here for VF obviously is to continue getting those small winning races. No need to risk much.
Yeah, when you're up this much, like even is winning really, because you're basically trying to kind of just run it out almost, run the clock out a little bit. So um, that definitely makes things a lot easier for them because, they don't have to make as many risky plays, especially if they, are able to pull shock. They don't have to panic or anything. They can really be surgical about it, just to kind of, get winning races or at least, make them, even at the worst.
Yeah, I mean, with this lead, it's fortunately very difficult to drop it. But again, it's D10. Anything can happen. As clearly, with some matches that had happened during the regular season, they were all really evenly matched, and it was really anyone's game. So as we continue, getting everyone in the room here.
Yeah, I see JMO in chat saying he feels bad for everyone predicting LN.
There's still a long way to go.
Yeah,
So
prediction, is for match 1, I think. So he
very
might be right
confident.
about that. But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of competitive spirit I guess you kind of, you like to see out of these players. But, personally, I would be too worried about jinxing myself.
Me as well. I would not be talking about that this early. So hopefully he didn't jinx himself. But I do like the confidence. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, part of the difference might be just, I'm very aware of my skill ceiling, so that's why I don't talk very much.
Yeah, absolutely. So so we're getting everyone back in the room here.
While we have this time here, I just want to give a big shout out to Astro for setting this whole cast up and stream hosting. There's a lot that goes into this, even though, it's obviously, with inexperienced casters like us, it's not the craziest production, but Astro puts a lot of work into it. So
Yeah,
big shout
absolutely.
out to him.
Huge thank you to Astro. Would not be here talking to you guys if it weren't for him. So as we continue getting everyone in the room, it looks like there's 9 in waiting on Squirrel to join once we get in there. I will say that bagging battle has been very even. It's been looking like both teams have been getting shocks. So
Yeah, I will say like both of these baggers are pretty experienced, and it is an interesting battle to kind of watch from a distance and kind of try to see what we can going on with them in that battle.
yeah, absolutely. So as we get everyone
Okay.
into the room here, looking like we'll
Evan
get
says
started.
he's not experienced, but he seems to be holding his own regardless.
So as we look into D10 chat here, looking like we're getting started here shortly. As one DC, so maybe not. Hopefully they don't start by accident. Yeah, so many internet issues. That is very accurate, but then again, we are talking about the most volatile and the probably the div with the most DCs and the most disorganized div. So hopefully we get him back in here, and that way we can get started here. It looks like we're getting started shortly. So
Yeah, and how old is this game too? I mean, you're bound to run into some issues. This is like early 2000s technology, and WiiMfi, which you never know with WiiMfi.
yeah, absolutely. As it looks like we're getting the same track picks from both teams. RBC coming out for VF and MC3 coming out from LN. Both pretty standard tracks for the spots they're in.
Yeah, definitely.
VF just trying to get drafts and get up there. Just trying to keep their first, and I would hope someone else gets up there from their team.
And they do get the MC3 pick, so that is fortunate for them.
A lot
We'll
of
see
LN picks getting out, coming
We'll
out
see
this
if
match one.
maybe one of them is able to get an early bill here and free up their bagger.
So it looks like VF will be driving, or two of their runners stopped. So it looks like it's going to be one for, or no, just one and bottom three for LN.
Luna gets back, they're on the tight hairpin. And pulls a TC.
TC5. It's looking
that's
decent
tough.
for LN. Very fortunate. Oh, it's the fastest to Wars.
Like Wars wanted to pass it back.
So as we switch over to JMO's POV real quick, it looks like a big battle in top two currently.
Obviously, we don't know if anyone has Bill.
Looks like both baggers are still driving backwards with it looks like it's Evan and 10 currently.
Maddie just kind of holding things down. We'll see if that lasts. We got VF filling up a lot of these mid spots, which has kind of been the story of some of these races.
Absolutely, and it looks like LN are just 1-4. Both baggers still driving backwards. Totally unsure if there's a shock in play.
I feel like
Bomb
if someone
up.
had shock, they wouldn't.
Oh, he got
Okay.
someone.
Yeah.
Oh, he got his teammate.
Ooh.
Unfortunate
Team
hit.
kill.
JMO.
Yeah, but it still looks like they're gonna get at least 2-3.
2, 3,
2,
4.
3, 4. And then maybe 7 or
2, 3,
8.
4, 8.
Yeah. So still a good race for VF.
Another winning race from VF. It's getting closer to that time where LN are at the point where they just need like very big winning races to even have a chance of coming back.
I am curious with that race, how early they pulled shock, because they were driving backwards the whole time, and I mean, I guess you would want to not communicate that you have, otherwise, I don't see any other reason why maybe not going forward after pulling. But
it was also a very interesting MC3 race in the fact that both baggers were going backwards the entire time. I don't think I saw a single bagger spam Bill.
Right.
So, very interesting one. I'm curious. We are getting close to the point where we're starting to run out of luck tracks. So we'll see what comes out from LN. Moo Meadows. Okay. So we're starting to get that point where we're pulling things out of the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, I mean, you got to kind of get creative with these, and you don't really have much to lose anyway when you're down by basically 100.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's not like it's a format where, you can't repick in the next matches. It has no effect on that, so you can kind of do whatever.
as VF gets their first track pick in about 5 races.
Yeah. And it hasn't really seemed to matter to them what track they play. They've just been making the best out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. As we look to see, it looks like Ellen are going to be getting the box 8 here. Ellen also having a TC, getting rated out. Wow, very good start for VF.
Ooh, bomb back from Luna, who takes the TC.
Oh wow, T takes the TC. JMO going for Shroomless and failing. Unfortunate. But it's looking like Ellen or VF are into 1 here as baggers are coming back. Almost drawing a pen. Very close. Or no, it was his own bagger. Excuse me. I didn't even realize that was his own bagger.
Got a lot of chaos
Luna's getting
going on in the
red.
back. Yeah, and
There's
there's a blue
early
from
blue.
deep. Yeah,
I couldn't.
We'll
I
see how
can't really
that
tell.
shakes
Who was it
things
first?
up.
I believe it's LN.
Yeah, just VF and 5-6 here holding trip shrooms.
4, 5, 6. LN maybe top 2.
Ellen top
or
2, yeah.
No. LN 1.
But now,
Just 1.
now they're 1-3.
Okay.
And JMO's still holding 2 shrooms in second. If there's no shock here, that could be super beneficial. Sneaky's got to try to get him out of second here with a nice back.
Gets Wars instead, which is not bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's still good.
1-3 for LN.
JMO burns a shroom to cut off a little off-road there and avoid the back.
As we check into the bagging battle, it looks like Squirrel is 10, but had to lose Bill. Evan
Ooh,
falling
JMO
off too, so it
loses
is
a lot of
Shotgun.
time. Looks like Sneaky failed a bit too, though, so it's still close for first, and JMO's gonna shroom into 1 here.
Looks like Squirrel's still in 10. Evan looks like he's stopping and waiting, maybe dropping a star for first here if shot comes. As it
Yeah,
comes
that could
out.
be.
Nasty T
Oh,
pal.
we have a blue. And maybe a TS if someone has shock.
No.
It's like,
Late shock. Doesn't
Yeah,
look like
very late.
Looks like Luna does gain a couple spots on the line. Unsure which bagger did use that shock. I didn't entirely see.
okay. We haven't
Unfortunate. Looks like they forfeit, so we're heading straight to match 2.
forfeit out of LN, which, I mean, is understandable to a degree. Like, if every race you play match 1 is going to tilt you more, it might be better to just try to scrub it from your memory and move on, reset.
So as we do look at the results, so it looks like VF will be taking match 1 by a score of about 100 through, I believe that's 7 races or 8.
Yeah, I mean, at this point we were getting towards uncomebackable territory anyway, unless there were like a million pens.
Yeah, 100%. So we'll be here. Looks like they're gonna reset and go ahead and get ready for match 2. VF taking a 1-0 lead. So yeah, we'll be right back. Take a short couple-minute break as we get ready for match 2. Welcome back, everyone. While we were away, we were able to get some information on D1. It looked like Lover's Posture did take the win over ZC. Very close match, but it looks like they're in the progress of playing match 2. And if we look here real quick, I need to see what race they're on currently.
Yeah, looked like a pretty competitive match one out of them, which I would expect nothing less from D1 playoffs.
Absolutely, and it looks like Lover's Posture is up about 25, 30 points in match 2. So, we'll see. We'll check back in with that later. But as of now, looks like Lover's Posture is taking a pretty commanding lead, especially with them being up for match 2. As we check back in with this match, it's a very unfortunate result for LN. Hopefully they're able to take the time and get a mental reset. That way they can focus up for match 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So I believe we have 10 in currently, as we're just waiting for the green light from them. We should be good to go very soon.
Yeah, I mean, this could go one of two ways, and I really wouldn't be surprised either way, because LN does have a lot of chemistry. They play together a lot, even if it's not always in lounge. So if they can kind of get on the same page, then I could definitely see them making this interesting. But if they're not able to do that, then I also wouldn't be surprised if, VF kind of comes out swinging here. They're probably very confident based on the way match 1 went. And so, if they get out to a hot start, I could see it getting ugly again. But we'll have to see how it goes. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, absolutely. The hope for LN is to get a good race here. Otherwise, as match 1 went, it could snowball very quickly. As it looks like VF are picking RSL for evens and Treeway coming out from LN for the odd spots.
And it looks
Looks
like we're
like
getting this
VF will
Sherbert
hold.
land pick.
Yep.
So I guess that's, you know, slightly better for VF then. Okay, Lunarix able to get through turn 1 pretty clean. No crazy bumps, and JMO's off the track. Tripshrooms is good here too, just to get up to the front, which is kind of what they've been doing. The green barely misses.
As Squirrel is 10, it looked like Evan may have had to lose Bill.
Yeah. So it could be a good sign for LN. They really are going to need to win shot count in this match, I would say, to give themselves a shot. Especially with Lunarix up here in first with a Shroom. I mean, if they aren't able to bother Luna and they're able to just kind of run free, it could turn into a problem.
They are 2-3 right now, LN is, so
Yep.
hopefully they're able to keep the VF members.
Ooh.
Oh, looks like very good green from JMO.
Yep.
As we switch back over to Luna's POV. Just cruising cruising in one as we I just realized what is Wars doing in that 8th position, or what it looks like the bottom 2 runners looks like they suicide bagged for Bill, or that box 8 looks like. I didn't even realize that those 2 runners are pretty far behind. Wars looks like, I mean, if you're VF, you're just trying to keep Luna up there, and
It's ridiculous. What's even happening? Squirrel is still 10.
yeah, it's a close battle, but
I mean, it's shock. I don't even know how much shock will do with some of these positions.
Yeah, this is so spread out. As Luna looks like he's getting blued.
Shake things up, especially with the way that Fib fell.
It's VF is still
but
top
they're
3,
top 2. Yeah.
LN 3.
Another
Jamie
blue.
getting
Wow,
blue.
that is ridiculous. And it still might not really matter that much. I mean, it'll break up to top 2 at least, but Lunarix probably still getting 1 here. The late shock might actually be good for LN because Pack ended up being a little bit closer. But we really can't see much from winner POV. They must have had some real, you know, battles of attrition in the back there, just sitting at sets or something.
Yeah, I was very curious to see why 2 runners were pretty far behind. But an LN
2-3-5-7, yeah, that's like their first winning race.
Even.
So that's a really good start for them. It's not like a crazy win, but you know it's even right now. So all they need is small wins.
Yeah, keeping it close. As it looks like VF does have a pen though. So unfortunate for LN, but looks like they'll be starting from behind again with that penalty.
There's always a catch, isn't there?
We'll see if VF are able to get that pen through.
You know what? It might have been when Lunarix hit the wall, and I may have completely spaced. He might have gotten bumped into the wall by the bagger. I have to imagine that's probably what it was.
Yeah, it's possible.
Probably getting flamed in chat right now. It's okay though.
As it looks like it's going to be an RBC coming out from VF, and LN looking like the main pick is a KC, but Maple Treeway coming out. So looks like we're getting Maple Treeway. So VF starting in very good spots for Treeway, I believe.
Yeah, very important beginning here.
Looks like a couple runners hopping and cut from the back.
Yeah. This is really good there. Just getting the insta back and still have protection. And so now we have Luna, JMO top 2.
Yep, and it
Which
looks like
is-
Squirrel is slightly 10 in the bagging race as well.
Yeah. But top 2 is a winning formula here. I mean, if they get Shock, it'll be very difficult for LN.
Absolutely.
But
Very
we'll
close
see
trick snipe. You got
who
someone
can-
else.
Yeah, we'll see who can make backward strats here. I mean, the baggers look pretty close together.
Looks like they're back at those boxes now. I'm unsure who
Yeah.
touched first.
Whoever is first had like 1 box 10, it looked like.
Does not look like it was Evan, as they probably would have dodged top 2. Looks like I think it's still Shockless from what I can tell.
Yeah, very likely.
Which is unfortunately very bad for LN, as you need to get some way to get VF out of top 2 here.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna have to pull a couple of blues, or get like a really, worthwhile shock or something.
Absolutely. It's unfortunate that we have only POV of top 2 here, as
Yeah,
looks
and
like
they are extending their break a little bit, I would say. No
they're
major
tight green.
mistakes.
Looks like a runner in 3. Oh, it looks like
And
VF
they
got
dodged
top.
1.
Yeah, they
Or top
dodged.
2. Yeah.
They may have dodged top 3, or no. They definitely dodged 3rd. I don't know if 3rd is LN or VF. Can't really
Yeah.
tell. Ground
So that
star in
shouldn't-
first for Luna.
Yeah, that should ensure a good race for VF. This is kind of the story of match 1. I mean, it didn't look like either bagger really outperformed the other one. Just becomes
Yeah, it
a
looks
sitting
like it was
a sitting track once you get back.
Absolutely. Looks like it's gonna be at least a top 2 here for LN or VF. LN getting 3rd.
Yeah, they gotta hopefully get a couple of those, mid spots there, so they can try to salvage this race. We still don't know what the pen from the previous race is, so we'll get that factored in once we know.
Yeah, it was that bump. Lap 2 that you were talking about in the cave. It is a
Looks like it's gonna be a 5, yeah. So makes it race 1 a small winning race for VF, and then obviously this one, top 2, 4, 5,
Oh, wow.
is gonna be a pretty big winning race.
Yeah.
I almost think LN might have to resort to just trying to find tracks where Squirrel's really confident bagging, especially if, Evan says he has less experience, because, they're getting run diffed a little bit, and then shocks have not helped for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's also just the factor, and I think the issue with that is the fact that the bagging tracks that are usually are the ones that are heavy runners, which is the issue, which is the big issue, because right now VF is just currently in those top spots. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's a good point.
either way, LN just has to find a way to crack those top spots, whether it's getting the shock, blues, or just shrimming up. As we do see that they get the gardens pick out, which is good for them. Hopefully, they're able to make the most of it this match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I expect both of our POVs to just go straight through the set here, so we'll try to see who's sitting and who's just going.
As we do switch over
Yeah.
to
Little lag
Luna's
from
POV, it
JMO's
looks
POV.
like LN in 1. We're able to get in the first, which is good for them. LN top 2, it's good. Close bomb. But it looks like the baggers are still sitting. I think Squirrel may have went forward first. I'm unsure if he touched a box.
Yeah, Luna muscles into 2 with those trip greens.
Oh, in front of JMO, it's pretty funny. And then he lets him fast anyway. as he tries to slag him, which is it's good for VF.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah,
one
got
bagger looks
that.
like hit the chomp, so it looks like
Mm.
maybe trying to drop a star. I'm unsure where the other bagger is. Oh, he's hit the set. It looks like Ellen is
Sneaky trying to run away. Yeah. And then Luna's hanging out in the back, pulling a golden. Not really sure who might have shock at this point.
huge bomb in the back. It looks like
Squirrel's 10, possibly.
yeah, it looks like Squirrel may have it. Yeah, it looks like he has. He's driving around. It looks like Ellen and
another pretty
Mavs.
big mini-map split. And Luna going into Mega to try to maybe prevent a shock or at least mitigate it. And then Star for the cut is also very helpful.
Unfortunate TC pull for
Rambo
Ellen.
with a TC, yeah, they didn't need that.
Oh,
looks
JMO
like,
getting hit
looks
out.
like he
It's
got
top two
back.
for LN. But it looks
And
like
hit
from the other
again.
POV we get a blue out for VF.
I
They're
think
top
they might
three
be
right
able
now.
they might be able to tank that. Still get top 3.
If they
TC's
keep it
pretty good
shockless.
at the end. The shot comes out.
Looks like LN will get top 3. Very big
Yeah.
race for LN. Very good comeback race if you're LN.
Looks like top 3, 8 probably.
Top 3 7,
7?
I think. Yeah, because
Either way.
very good race if you're LN. If you're trying to make that comeback, it's a very good start. Yeah, top 3 7. Very good.
Yeah. So that's like a plus 21 race, I think. So it's going to be pretty close again, which this is what we like to see, a little back and forth.
Just to answer the question in the chat, yes, there are no Lime Nation POVs. It is only we only have JMO and Luna's POV from VF.
Yeah. I mean, at this point we we're grateful that they're even able to play, because it took a while to get this match figured out.
Yeah, absolutely. RDS coming out from VF, looking like it's going to be a BCWii pick for LN.
Yeah, so this is the point where LN has to try to like snowball some of these, winning races into more winning races, and kind of do what VF did to them in match 1 back to VF. And
Absolutely.
they definitely have the opportunity to do that here, and BCWii pick would really help that. Okay, but it looks like we got Delfino Square coming out, so this is kind of a toss-up. Obviously a very common reset in Wars.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm LN here, I'm dropping at least one runner to maybe contest for a low box. But otherwise, I'm trying to just. It's hard, but you got to keep that top 2 at the very least. So.
Yeah, I agree. You would like to have at least 1 or 2 cut takers here, but you don't want to just completely give up all your top spots for no reason.
Oh, absolutely. As we see here,
green back on Doc, and JMO failed Doc, and we have Luna going around with a Mega and taking it through cut here, which is a fair play. I mean, it doesn't have too much value to just hold on to at the beginning. As we see, I think a TC came out on LN, so they're going to be an 8th. Maddie's threatening with this green shell here on Luna. It's a lot of good spots to back items. And Luna hits on a triple green back and almost greens himself. Wow, the bomb is close, but it causes
messes
Doc
up Luna
fail.
enough.
Yeah.
Both VF members
And
falling
JMO
for
failed
Doc.
Doc as well. This is what everyone showed up for. This is what we're here for.
Absolutely, this is D10 at its finest, and it looks like LN may be getting another decent race here with VF bottom 2.
Yeah, I mean, even though they have two dodges bottom two, they're pretty far behind. So I mean, they could definitely get some spots with a dodge, but it's
No,
looking a little
absolutely.
rough.
The hope is that
They're going into dodges here,
they may be
so I
using here.
mean,
Yeah.
could be trying to use early. And yeah, the shot comes out. Dodge both of bottom two. I'm not sure what they were doing for their top spots, but they'll be able to take double with both their bottom two. As we see Luna going into golden. Kind of an awkward, you know, angle into double from the other path, but makes it work.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have
Unfortunate
Sneaky
TC.
in one, but they are 2-3.
Ooh.
The TC
But
will be fine.
looks like 4-5 for LN though. So honestly, I think it's another winning race for LN, which is good for them.
Yeah, it should be probably roughly even match. Maybe LN will be slightly ahead after this one. So I think it was probably a well-played shot coming out of VF there. I mean, there was only so much they could do being that far behind, but you know, to get Luna into like second or third there is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 1-4-5-7.
Yeah, it's a winning race for LN. It's good.
Yeah, winning by 5, so they're gonna be up 1, I think, if my math is correct, which I got that mental math game. That's one thing, you know. Mario Kart Wii, not the best at, but I got that mental math. Yeah, so we kind of got everything out of that race. I think I saw at least 3 dock fails from just the POVs that we were watching. At least
Yeah.
3, maybe 4. So, you know,
BF coming
was
out
there.
from LN and KC coming out from BF. I mean, hey, if you're LN right now, you're in a good spot. You're up 1 even with the pen, and you're getting a running track here, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it,
No.
it, it seems that they've done a decent job of kind of resetting their mentals here and getting back in the swing of things. This is what they were
Absolutely.
always capable of.
100%.
Alright, yeah, so we got KC coming out here. We'll see how many people choose to sit here at first set. Like Golden could be really good at the beginning. Looks like we got Rambo contesting JMO. And we have Lunarix up in 1. Might see people streaming up. Looks like Lunarix is gonna hold on to 1 for now.
Absolutely. It
With a
looks like
fib
both
backer on the
players
red
are
shell. Got a very spread pack once again. You know, sometimes people kind of, you know, like to really sit for the box that they want. And, you know, it's
And
just
then
kind of
LN
a,
getting that draft, so Fricks is now in 1.
yeah,
Very close Nana.
interesting lines. And
Oh, and
Lunarix,
Luna just falls
okay.
off.
It was a little hot out, wanted to go for a swim. Totally understandable.
JMO with a mega, and it looks like LN are up there in at least 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. And I mean, there is good potential here for, you know, if you get Shock making pretty big comebacks, especially with, you know, the shroom spots and stuff, but much more preferable to be up front, which is what Ellen looks like they're doing here.
So
Yeah.
LN 2, 3, or 1. It looks like LN is 1. So LN 1, 3, 4. It looks like. So, I believe one of the or both baggers are still back there, so it may be shockless. I'm unsure at the current moment. And Mega may be coming here, as Ellen also has a very fortunate TC.
Holding a Mega in 5th, taking it through the first 2 grass cuts. It's like both baggers still hanging around the pipe section.
Yeah, it's looking like it's maybe a shockless
I, I,
race.
I think
Nonetheless.
without a shock, you know, this top three is gonna probably be kind of what it is. I mean, maybe Luna with the shroom here is able to pass one person, but yeah, I think that's a 1-3 for LN.
It's a decent race. I
Yeah,
believe that will be slightly winning for VF, but I mean, keeping it close even, still very good.
yeah. It depends what bottom spots were, but at the very least, it'll be a pretty close one. Looks like 2-4-5, I think, from VF. Yeah, so bottom two from LN. So uh, that's either winning by one or losing by one. I didn't see what the bagger point was. But regardless, very close race. Oh, okay. So it looks like we had a controller change come out of Fricks. Heading over to Nunchuck, which is what I play on, rather than GCN. So not sure if that was just a strategy play or if there were some technical issues. Have to imagine it was technical issues. Yeah, and so it turned out I think VF had bagger point for that one. So now we got a
Tied
tied
after
match.
5.
Yeah, 150 all.
As it looks like we
We got
we're getting
DDR
started
coming
here
out
with
here.
TDR.
Yeah. Got a few people going for sand hop, and Lunarix is able to make it through pretty clean, all things considered, and barely block that red. So early top two coming out here from VF. And looks like we have a Rambo POV as well, so we might be
Surprise
getting...
rainbow POV, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll get some insight into LN here. He's holding a star in 7th. So maybe he'll be taking Ultra, or if they know more about shock status, maybe there's another play there. No. Makes sense. Take it through Ultra. I mean, it's probably no one has shock. It's so early.
As Rainbow's sneaking into second here, it looks like VF are in fact 1 with Wars in 1.
Yeah, so 1-3 for VF. We'll see who's first bagger here.
Looking like it's Squirrel, but Evan's going forward, so VF may in fact have shock. So I am not totally sure what's going on in the back there,
Yeah.
but it looks like
With these POVs in 2-3, and it looks like
shock coming out. I believe that is a VF shock dodging Exo.
yeah.
But oh, the LN
1-5
also getting a
from
dodger
Rambo.
up.
And this POW could be
Very
pretty good if it's used correctly.
Was Sneaky redded out?
Like,
It looks like it.
oh, and Rambo failing wall glitch. That's really unfortunate. Lunarix failing as well. This is definitely D10. If you guys were, questioning that, yeah.
So
So
we get
I
switched to
mean,
JMO.
we got a
Looks like-
late blue pull from Rambo. It looks like it's not gonna matter. He's not even throwing it. And JMO finishing. Oh, getting backed. Looks like not changing the results. So bottom two from LN. I don't really know what happened there after shock. I was just seeing people fail wall glitch, but
As we wait here for the results, it looks like VF got a winning race here. Yeah, it was pretty close. Or no, excuse me.
Yeah,
1, 3, 4.
1-3-4-6. That's a solid race from VF, and I mean,
Yeah,
his shock is so powerful on DDR, especially, and you just hold it for one solid use. You either have people dodging or getting people after Ultra or TSing opponents in Ultra. You have a lot of options. So it looks like that's a winning race for VF by 15. So obviously still pretty close. We'll see how LN responds. Again, that's kind of, like I said, just been the story. It's like, how does LN deal with a little bit of adversity here?
yeah, absolutely. And the hope.
Maybe mutual RBC?
It looks
fun.
like it.
Yeah.
That's I'm not entirely sure.
Run a quick
guess-
prediction in chat. What track are we gonna play here?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why. I guess the thinking behind LN pick of RBC here is to get drafts, but I believe it was VF 134. So
Really not much sense for them. It could just be they really like the track. Sometimes
Yeah, it's
that's all
totally
it comes
possible.
down to. High div, you have basically players are very, very proficient on all tracks, so it's more about positions. And a lot of times here in D10, it's just more about what everyone's good at.
yeah, absolutely. So you get started here, looking like one bagger failing the strat already. As we take a look, I'm not entirely sure who it is.
Yeah, but the first bagger is gonna have a decent lead here.
Very big lead, as I believe the bagger failed strat again. Let's see here. It's Squirrel and 10, so it looks like LN may be able to get the shock here very early.
Yeah, that's pretty huge for them.
Absolutely.
But back to the runners. Both of our POVs are kind of in the back. We have JMO in 7th. Oh, actually, we have Luna up front as well. So we have 3 POVs working here. Just trying to use these nanas. Pretty effective. I think got one member of LN.
VF top 2-4. And Luna with a bomb and 4 backing it, hitting Maddie. So it looks like VF are able to get up there. Rambo has a star in 5 if we want to switch POVs real quick.
And we have a blue up, so this could be good for LN. Getting a blue up, try to get the top spots reined in a little, and assuming they will be able to get shock here, that would be really beneficial. Knowing they have a star in 4, and then possibly more dodges behind that. As long as they don't get too separated from the front of the pack.
Very curious to see where shock comes here. Not entirely sure where. Unfortunate wall hit. Not entirely sure where are in the top spots.
And JMO has a blue. He's holding in 7th, so I'm assuming VF's still first. But that might kind of hinder him being able to come back a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. LN with it's an unfortunate timing on that TC. I'm very curious.
I'm
to see
assuming
where
shock will have to be coming soon here. We have Lunarix holding a mega in 4th to try
Rambo
to
with a star in
mitigate.
5.
Yeah. Double fib block on the bridge, and Fricks unfortunately runs into it. Okay, shock might be coming here.
Yeah, there it
and
is.
It does. Yep.
Lunarix with a TC.
Yeah, so it looks like Rambo dodges, Lunarix dodges.
Rambo getting 3rd, but it looks like a top 2 at least.
Yeah.
For VF as well. Top 2-4 at the very least.
Yeah, that TC at the end is not too bad. Getting that acceleration if you have to slow down at any point after the shock. Pretty good.
Yeah. So I was going to say that I believe that was an LN shock that Because
Yeah.
Squirrel was 10 the entire time, or most of that time.
No, it was definitely an LN shock, but I think they were able to just see people going into dodges and react quick enough. I mean, you couldn't have really held the shock much longer anyway. It was basically the end of the race, so
Yeah,
probably
absolutely.
not.
I mean, Rambo holding that star the entire race. I don't know if that helped or hindered them.
Well,
But
I
it
think it would have been better if he didn't have that wall hit. He would have been able to probably contest first after dodging, but I mean,
Absolutely.
those things happen sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
Still the right play to hold there. It's just unfortunate that no one else was able to get up there with him.
Yeah, absolutely. So
That was a devious fibs on the bridge. Like I'm hitting that all day because
BC3, I'm very surprised you haven't seen BC3 yet, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But BC3 coming out from LN, and it looks like it'll be getting picked, so we're heading over to BC3. Very curious to see how this race will go. Feel as though this will probably be a chaotic one.
yeah, I love to see some good BC3. It's always chaotic and loadov. It can be chaotic anywhere really.
Yeah.
That's just what the track produces.
As it looks like,
Rambo
unfortunate red
trying to
break.
red out, but yeah, I mean this is a tough track to get reds off on. So many 90-degree turns.
With the bomb, you may be able to throw a bomb up here.
Yeah.
Let's see if that hits. Oh, he gets Luna, at least.
I
Rambo
think.
going... Oh, he may have tried to go for Shrooms.
Blocked, but nobody's going for it up there.
JMO getting into one here with the Shroom. It's very good start for VF.
Yeah, I mean, if he can make it back to cut lap 2 with that, that'll be super good for him.
As we get another commercial break with JMO, as we switch POVs to Luna. Not entirely sure what the bagging situation is. We'll get to see them right here. As a bomb's thrown up. Luna gets his own bagger,
own
and Squirrel
bagger,
gets
yeah.
sneaks into 10.
Yeah.
VF
So we got Maddie in third.
VF2 or LN23, excuse me, and
2, 3,
JMO,
5
JMO,
for them.
JMO, I believe, still has that Sherwin one. We don't have his POV anymore because there is a commercial break on his stream, unfortunately. So
Somebody get that man turbo.
as Rambo
Ooh,
failing cut,
Rambo.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a really bad spot to fail that as uncontested.
As it looks like VF are top 2 now, but Wars is. Actually, no, Wars is still in second, so it looks like VF are at least top 2. LN third.
No, Maddie's up there with Wars.
Yeah. So, but JMO's gone in 1 currently, so it's top 2, top 2 4 for VF, and there's a blue that really just probably won't matter at all. But, anyway,
I see low tricks off the track. That guy, there's no way.
is he taking cut?
He has a shroom as well.
He took cut, but he's getting
took
blued.
cut. Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
And an unfortunate POW.
They're gonna have to try to play for like, 2 and then all the mid spots. Rambo making cut this time. So
That's good.
A little bit of redemption there.
As Ellen sneak into, I believe, 3, 4,
They're
5.
in 4-5, and Sneaky might be able to get that TC close to the line. Well, maybe not after that wall hit.
Oh, shot cancel. But unfortunately, Luna dodges in Meja. So VF getting at least top 2, 4, maybe top 2.
Yeah, that
top
was
2, 4.
That was pretty unfortunate at the end. They definitely could have played that better, because that TC can basically get you to the line if you drive well, and then the shock also doesn't really help there.
Absolutely not. It's unfortunate. I believe that was an LN shock, trying to cancel that TC. But the sad part about that is the fact that VF dodged a mega, and they gained a couple spots on LN. So,
yeah, I kind of lost where the baggers were at, so I didn't really know like who might have had shock there. I mean, I could see it having been a TC cancel, but it doesn't really seem like it would be that worth it. It could have been VF just dodging themselves up there. Oh, okay. It looks like Evan got bomb sniped when he had shock, which I thought that was a VF bomb.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that was VF bomb.
Yeah, that's
but,
pretty funny.
I don't know if there's some tomfoolery going on in call or we just misread it, but nonetheless, it's still a winning race for VF. As the
Right
as we get into TF,
which will not help them. In all likelihood, they're gonna have to really break in to the top spots at the beginning.
curious to see will the baggers be trolling as well, as they are able to. So we're about to find out, I guess. Rainbow getting a draft. The top two for VF currently, as Luna also get us a draft. As we switch over to Rainbow's POV real quick, triple greens at seconds, very good.
Yeah, that definitely makes him be able to play a little bit more aggressively here.
Yeah, absolutely. Nana tight, and looks like LN are 2-3, and
Okay.
making late cut.
Yeah, all top spots making cut, looks like.
Oh, but unfortunate fib.
Yeah, shells don't protect you from that, unfortunately.
But it looks like Luna also got redded out, and it looks like it's still VF top 2.
It's
Bomb
very
up.
close.
Oh, it got both of VF.
I think
Very
I got
good bomb.
wow, and now they have Shroom 1. That's a
Shroom 1,
great
this is
play.
extremely good.
Yeah.
Extremely good for LN. So you switch over to JMO, pulling triple shrooms from 7.
Like we have baggers going forward, possibly.
It looks like
Both
someone
of
has
them?
shock. I'm not entirely sure who.
I think they're getting chased. Rambo's still holding on to 1 right now. JMO taking Shroom cut in 4th.
The LN
Maybe
top 2.
Yeah.
And it looks like VF may have LN and
Bill
Bill.
here.
Yeah,
If they
so
had
it looks like
shock.
no, I believe LN would have used that they had. I believe it's a VF that has shock. Oh, an unfortunate bomb for. Oh, but no, it was an LN shock. VF TS in 2-3. So LN are
Hold a
back in
little
top
bit.
2.
Yeah, because you don't wanna screw over your top 2 just to dodge someone coming up in Bill.
Oh, absolutely. And
Better
VF's
to
floundering
TS.
around in the bottom spots. LN top 2 at least. Maybe top 3 even.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh,
This
no, I
is the
take
race
it
that they
back.
needed.
Absolutely.
JMO in 8th. Lunarix looks like gonna still salvage a 3rd place. JMO shrooming up to 4th possibly, so I mean I guess that's pretty good with what they had after getting TS'd.
But I mean, unfortunately, it was a top 2, bottom 2, so I believe that is slightly winning for LN. But if you're LN, you're gonna need to start having those huge races. So hopefully they get a good track pick here on those next race. That way they can have people break array. But yeah, top 2, bottom 2. Those bombs, lap 2 and lap 3 were very impactful.
Yeah.
So yeah, top 2, bottom 2 for LN, and slightly winning. It's a step in the right direction. But if you're on LN, you're running out of time, and you need to start getting those bigger winning races.
Yeah, I mean at the very least you get a slight win there, and then you can maybe parlay that into a good track pick for top spots. Like, you know, you might have some value there for the next race.
As we see here, I'm curious to see what VF's pick is going to be. Looks like it's going to be GV. I
Yeah.
would expect
I'm
Goldmine to come
curious.
out from LN.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I
Yeah.
would expect Goldmine top 2, bottom 2. Pretty standard pick.
Yeah, I mean if they can pull, you know, what they're looking for in the bottom spots and not get immediately hit out in the front, then they'll be in a good spot.
Absolutely. As we do get Goldmine, that's very good if if you want an LN comeback.
Yeah, or if you're looking for, you know, this to go to 3 matches.
Absolutely.
So, as we get started here, it looks like we got LN up into
LN top
top
two
two
still.
still.
Oh,
Hero
huge
bomb,
back
not
red.
gonna.
The
I don't think
bomb
that
gets
hits.
doesn't get anyone. Actually,
Yeah.
no, I think he did get Rambo. Either that or he fell off, but nonetheless, Frick's in 1 still, but VF 2-3. It looks like they're 2-3-4-5 if we're looking from our other POV here. Anyway, 2-3-4-5. I'm unsure where the baggers are at. Where I don't
Bagging
see them
battle's
coming
like
back.
dead even.
Squirrel slightly in 10. Evan getting hit out. So hopefully they're. I mean, if you're LN, you're hoping that Squirrel push a shock here. Otherwise, it's going to be in a very obvious TS1 angle for EF.
I'm gonna say it'll be very important for Fricks to try to hold 1 here, because if LN's able to pull, they can try to TS2-3
It
maybe.
looks like that was an LN shock. There it is. Bill dodging the Bill.
Yeah, they looks like they didn't TS any of VF's top spots, but they did dodge and
They were
Bill there
still
pretty
able to get
high.
in the top 2, yeah. And Luna getting hit out, and LN, I believe, are top 2-4 right now.
Yeah.
As another blue coming out, it looks like the LN are going to tank that, unfortunately. Looks like no combo, so it looks like they're at least 1-3-4, maybe top 2-4. War's falling off. It's top 3 for LN.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened to him there, but that's a really bad
It's a
spot
really
to fall
big
on.
race if you're LN.
Yeah, he was like their only frontal presence here. Oh my
Oh
gosh,
no!
Rambo.
Rambo hitting the cart.
Yeah, there was just no reason to try to force that. And that
Bomb coming out.
makes a huge difference.
And I
Because
believe
he goes
another.
from
Oh no!
third. Yeah, he goes from 3rd to 8th off of that. We
Cable
have
falling off
two
too.
people getting bean cornered at the end.
I'm very curious. This is very for the results. This is a big toss up. I did not see who got what.
Looks like nobody wants to win here. Yeah,
LN
so
135. That's
I
very
mean,
slightly winning.
Still a winning race, but top 3 would have really put them back into this. So I don't know.
But nonetheless, it's still a very slightly winning race for LN.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's coming back, but they need a big race here.
I mean, I don't know, like if you go onto the left path at the split there, like it's a little safer once you're on that path, but I mean, if you're not able to confidently get there safely, it's just not worth it.
Unfortunately, I did not understand the decision making there. Especially since he hits the cart and they were in top 3. I'm unsure. Obviously, we couldn't really see what had happened up front because LN didn't even get top 2 out of that. They were top 3. So, but D came out.
Eliassi is sending a pen in rep chat for LN, saying that there was a box steal. So I mean, we'll see if there's a -5 coming out. Which I mean, they could use every point that they could get right now, even if it's you know, if it is a little cheap. You know, who's to say? But personally, I would never say that. But
we're getting some assistance from Bowl in favor of LN. Very, very funny things happening in D10 here.
Getting Grumble coming out here, which it wasn't like a major winning or losing race, you know. So it's an interesting pick here. And it looks like we got
Rambo getting a star early.
Yeah, which is, I mean, better to have shrooms.
Luna going and getting a golden here. Looks like LN fails rock. JMO makes rock, and he has a shroom in 1.
Yeah, Luna does a scuffed rock, which will still get him up here into top 2. So, I mean,
yeah,
it works.
VF top 2. looks like no baggers made strat. It seems they are both just sitting there.
Yeah, this
it
is how it was match 1 as far as I
looks
know.
looks like one bagger did go slightly forward. They may have pulled. I'm unsure who that is.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get
A
eyes on that.
very
Oh, there it
early
is.
shock. I think that's
Yeah, and that'll get
that's a-
Rambo off.
that's a
But it,
VFTS, or it looks like an LN
I,
shot because they TS'd.
I think it was probably LN, but Rambo just happened to get caught up in it. Gotta probably, get yourself into a safer position there if you know it's coming, but...
It looks like LN is currently first as Rambo's holding blue.
Yeah, we see
I don't.
up there, so...
We look at another POV. It looks like VF is first. Oh, there he goes. He throws out the blue. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not in danger of losing it and you're not hitting a set, you can hold it for a little bit.
Yeah, VF getting blue. They're still top 2. And it looks like I don't think any runner in top 2 has a shroom, so it looks like that LN will be most of the people in respawn.
Yeah.
Shock would be massive here, but it doesn't look like it'll be coming.
Million people respawning. Looks like we might still be seeing VF
or
first.
LN 2-3. LN 2-3-5.
2-3-5.
That's
Maybe a slightly winning race.
Slightly winning, but I just don't think that's enough, unfortunately. They have one more race, but it looks like they're gonna have to do an all. They may have to do an all run here, depending on. I can't do the mental math on my head on what the total scores will be, but they may be able to do a all run here for their season.
Slightly winning, and if there is a -5, then it wouldn't be all run, I don't think, because it would be less than 30. But we'll have to see if there's a ruling on any of these pens. So it looks like JMO also sent one. Yeah, so this is looks like 38. So they can all run here. Even if there is a -5 and it's 33, I expect to see
Looks like
that coming out of LN, because this is, I mean, this is their season on the line here. So
yeah, looks like they are going GB2, and it looks like VF will be going DKJP. This is for the season. And it looks like we do have a ruling from the referees in favor of LN. It looks like VF will get that -5 from Wario's Goldmine. Now, I don't
so
think they were aware, but before this race, but it looks like LN will be all running.
Yeah, I mean, they still can either way. It's going to be 33, which makes it slightly more doable.
Absolutely.
It's still a tall order for sure.
Absolutely. JMO getting a golden in 9th, so it looks like VF will have Evan going backwards.
Yeah, trying to see. It looks like LN's in 3-4 here. I'm not sure who's in first.
Unfortunate that Rambo doesn't have battle glitch on. We would be able to see another. Otherwise, it looks like Sneaky's in 1, but then again, LN still need to just get these VF runners out of the top spots. And it looks like VF are, unless barring a shock, it looks like VF are getting 2nd and 4th, probably ending the match right there. Unfortunately,
it's gonna be a winning race for LN, but I don't think it's gonna be major enough.
Yeah, 1-3-4, 1-3-4-7. Yeah, that is a winning race, but unfortunately, that will not be enough. So that is GG's. Unfortunately,
The more competitiveness out of LN, that match, they had a few things not go their way, unfortunately, that made the difference ultimately.
So, looking like it will be GG's 2-0 VF. Unfortunate. LN kept it very close in that second match, but just wasn't enough. So.
Yeah. So that will slate VF into finals against Bowl coming up probably within the next week, and that should make for a very competitive finals. Bull, they started out the season a little bit slow. They played their first couple of matches without their main lineup. They had some very inexperienced people bagging, and then they finished the season super strong. So they will, be a super big challenge for VF to contest the banner. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. But GG's to LN. Very good. I will say, very good season. From them doing coming just from retro rewind for like most of the players on LN having little to no experience, and them coming in and being able to make semis, and them putting up a very good performance without their main lineup. I know
Yeah.
Dunex was their their biggest performer in the regular season, but nonetheless they made with what they had, and GG's to LN.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's gonna be basically it from us. Uh,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I just want to say thanks everyone for watching. It was a pleasure casting this, and look forward to doing more of these in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Uh-oh. And we're dead. Oh, what in the world is this? Why am I getting raided by an MKWii channel, bro? Mario Kart Central Wii. What were they streaming? Hello, everyone coming from the raid. What were y'all up to? I'm dead. Oh, we're starting. D10 semis. What in the world, dude? There's 10 divisions still? There's no way. There's no way there's still 10 divisions. I refuse to believe that. 10 divisions.